The end of another season. We move on from this season to another season tomorrow, perhaps. It is what, 17? Is that what we're doing now? Are we going to be at 18? 18 different seasons? Oh, why? Why do you keep hanging out with us?
Why?
Yeah. This should have been done a long time ago. We were starting to try and figure out what we might do as we end this. We had 3 different times where the show didn't happen this season. So that's almost half of the entire season was canceled. So this is starting to get, I feel like we're getting to the end of days on the daily trivia concept. So we were trying to figure out what it might look like if we didn't do this every day. So yeah, well, we'll probably talk more about this in the Another Wasted group, which is over on Facebook, which you should probably be a part of. Go join us there, Another Wasted group on Facebook, where we're going to talk about some of our ideas and things like that. It seems like maybe we just never do this again. Oh no, Karen got here first and then said Ferdy.
Ferdy.
Oh, and so then she said first, but then Melissa said first before her. And then and then Danny got second and Emily got third, all before Karen could respond again. Oh, that was a terrible, terrible moment. Oh, that's so sad.
This color, Diana, is Wrexham red.
Wrexham red. Our best facsimile.
Our best facsimile of Wrexham red.
Yes. Which is the color of Septic's car that got vandalized.
Septic's been working all day on restoring the paint on his car.
Mm-hmm. Doing an excellent job,
Hi,
I'm
Kevin.
sure. Hello, Kevin. Hello. Is it triumphant red? Because it's a triumph.
It is a triumphant red.
Oh, it is a
It's
triumphant
not a question.
red. Ah. Well, there you have it. Yes, it is. Let's see. Ian's got a pre-guess already for question number 1. We're doing a Psychic Sunday, which means that you get to guess what the answer to the question is before we ask it. If you get that correct, we'll send you a t-shirt. You win. You just write out straight up win. We will send you a t-shirt. Otherwise, you're going to do things like you would normally do. Oh, Trey is hosting us. Somebody else was hosting. I missed that as well. Oh, yeah.
What do they do if they already have a t-shirt? Do we just send them a random prize?
You can send them another t-shirt. Yeah, or we could send them trash.
Okay.
Just a bag of trash. I don't know. I didn't think it that far ahead. I'll be honest.
I have a lot of stuff in the house I don't want anymore. I could just send them things.
Yeah, we could just send them very useful things that are random that we just don't want anymore. That might be
I have
it.
a whole set of old utensils that I don't want anymore.
There you go. Utensils.
Send people spoons.
That's unfortunate that we'd be sending people that stuff since we run out of spoons constantly. Do we have bowls that we're thinking about sending to people? Because
No.
I basically just run the dishwasher full of bowls. That's what.
Drives me crazy.
Well, we are out of bowls. I don't know what you want us to do. Why have a dishwasher with bowls in it if we're not going to run it when there's no bowls left? You either have to wash the bowls by hand as a separate thing to the dishwasher. I have thought for a long time that it would be really smart to have just 2 dishwashers that are like the drawer kinds of dishwashers.
Okay.
Right? And then what you do is you just take all your dishes and store them in one dishwasher and then run that. And then as you use them, you put them in the second dishwasher and run it.
Okay.
And then you don't even have to use like space in the cabinets.
Oh.
You just go back and forth between the 2 dishwashers.
We would only need bowls and spoons. That's apparently all we use.
Yeah, if we were to just, I think we could probably get by. We wouldn't starve to death, I don't think, if we had just bowls and spoons. But if we had just forks and plates, we're screwed. There's no way we would be able to make it happen. I have way too many pieces of glassware, except the ones I actually use. Those have been broken. Oh. What we have to do is figure out, we should get a group together where you just say like what things you have too much of, And then somebody else is like, oh, well, like, I have too many wine glasses. And you're like, I use wine glasses all the time and I have too many mugs. And they're like, somebody else is like, I don't have any mugs. And then we all round robin everything that we have too much of.
I like it.
Yeah. It's just that you pay it forward. It's not like a garage sale as much as you get karma for giving the thing you have too many of to somebody else who needs them. But then you'd have to use every dish before you ran the dishwasher. Not really, because you could have half of the dishes, I guess. I guess what you're saying is that then you wouldn't have a place to put them. That's not a bad idea. I guess you could run one of them, put them back in the first dishwasher. That could be one way of doing it. But I do feel like having the smaller, like, drawer-sized dishwasher makes so much more sense. Now that I've got a full-size
We
dishwasher.
can look into that as an upgrade when we redo the kitchen.
Yeah, because what you do is you just run the entire dishwasher half full, or you wait around and been like, well, I didn't really need a bowl anyway. So you hand wash the bowls until the other things catch up, and so that's not really useful. All right, so let's see. What do we have numbers-wise?
8.
We have 8 people here. We've canceled 3 times, so as I was saying, we're trying to figure out what the future of this show is going to look like, because it seems like we might be getting towards the death knells of this particular the way that it's currently being done. That would be my thing. It's meh.
It's meh, Kevin.
It's meh, Kevin. Oh, you're not meh.
That's a funny typo, Kevin.
All right. So yeah, do you have opinions on what would make sense in the chat? What would you like to see if we move away from doing this every single day? What would be ideal for you? What would be ideal for you? Would it be once a week? That's maybe a bit longer. Would it be? What would it look like? What would be the thing that you would attend more often? Maybe make it a weekend thing. Yeah, the problem with the weekend thing, Septic, is that we then, as things go back to normal, our weekend will have to be spent at home.
Right. So everyone else gets to go back to normal, may or may not actually attend the show, and we have to stay home.
Because you do have to keep in mind that while everyone else has barbecues and get-togethers and they go on trips and vacations, we are here every night.
Right.
So not that we mind. It has been a lot of fun, but at some point in time, we're looking at kind of what the future of this is going to look like. And at some point in time, I assume things are going to go back to normal in the next 6 months or whatever. So what does it look like at that point would be the real question. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, you don't have as many people. That's fair. Let's see. Smiles misses almost every Saturday. Craig is here. I think we're at 9 now, right? More campfire trivia. Yeah, except that campfire trivia didn't go fairly well.
Didn't go well at all.
We had to try it multiple times to get it to actually fire up and happen. The production value of that is going to be much lower. Now, maybe we could do that off and on from time to time. Anytime we go out to the land, we could definitely do some campfire trivia. But that, I think, would be a little bit more like off the cuff, right? Just every few weeks, perhaps, when the weather's nice and things like that. We deserve to wait weekends where we aren't required to be here to play trivia. Well, we appreciate that. Yeah, I think we're going to have to, as much as it might be nice to be able to do weekends. I know, for instance, for you, Septic, a weekend's much easier to do because we're pretty late over where you're at. But maybe that's part of the answer, right? What if it was, instead at 7 o'clock, it started at 5 o'clock on a Thursday?
Mm-hmm.
What would that look like?
Mm-hmm.
So that is one way of thinking about it. You know, we can change up kind of everything. We could do, Thursday at 5 o'clock, but have it be an hour and a half or 2 hours or something like that. and we can combine some of the different elements that we've had. So yeah, we could do all kinds of different things like that. We now have 10. Looks like Patrick has joined us as well.
Yeah, it seemed like it wasn't worth interrupting Keith to tell him that, though.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty interruptible.
I thought I'd just let him finish his point.
All right, so does that mean we get started? Is that where we go?
Yeah.
All right, let's do question number 1 then.
Question number 1. In the original Hippocratic Oath, to whom did the doctor swear to uphold the standards of the profession?
Oh.
Yes.
Hippos.
Hippos.
Yep. Final answer. No? No, not hippos? I feel like, you're not going to say.
Oh, you didn't officially ask for pre-guesses.
Well, that's fine. We always forget the first one.
Yep.
So I feel like you're not saying if it's right or wrong because it might be right.
What?
Hippos.
I can't say until the end.
I might have it. Oh, people, this is very exciting. I rarely get the right answer, so I'm super excited. Oh, this is so good. Okay, all right. It's on. If anybody wants to get on this boat, you can. Hippos. It's a hippo boat. It's everybody can get. It's not even like a boat, really. It's more, we're going to fly. It's like a drone. It's a hippo drone.
You mean hippodrome?
I believe I said hippodrome.
You did say hippodrone.
Hippodrone. Yep. It's a very big drone. Time's up. Let's go to the chat and see what people have. I have to go over to my Facebook. Don't forget to share things on Facebook, by the way, because that's how Facebook works. And you like us. So you should make that happen. Oh, Patrick has hosted us. Thank you, Patrick. We appreciate that. I'm going to share while I'm waiting for Facebook to catch up. Facebook. Share now, public. All right, so time's up over on Facebook as well. We got a few answers. Some of them were pre-answers. You wanted to point at the alert? We had some pre-guesses, by the way, even though we didn't officially ask. Ferdy, Canada, Hawaii, all pre-guesses. Postulate. And I think those are it. So then we have our actual answers, which are Hippocrates.
No.
Democratic.
No.
Apollo. Patience. A Karen that's been thrown.
Ooh.
The public. All the gods and physicians. Oh, I'm Keith Richards again. I can't keep track of these accounts. Yes, there you go. Ian Keith Richards. All right, so, and we've got pre-guesses coming in. This is excellent. We've trained everyone very well on this. So first question is, we have a Karen on the board. Did anyone get it correct?
Yep.
Oh, what is the correct answer?
Apollo.
Looks like Trey got it first for 2 points, but also Danny and Ian get points on that one. So let's move on to question number 2.
What is the only animal that naturally has an odd number of whiskers?
All right. Odd number of whiskers.
The answer is Keith.
Yes, I do have an odd number of whiskers naturally. I would agree that is true. Ah! You're touching them. Why are you touching them? By any chance, is that animal postal?
No.
Is it 256 animals?
No.
Is it Marlon Brando?
Could be.
Is it the medulla oblongata?
No.
It's just whiskery. Is it all of China?
No.
Is it a pomander?
I don't know what that is, but the answer is no.
No. Is it a Japanese beetle?
Nope.
Is it Elizabeth I?
No.
Is it all of Mexico?
No.
No. Okay, so none of those things are correct, unfortunately. No t-shirts going out from the pre-guesses this round. However, we will see if we get it in the next round. Did Kevin make it onto your list officially? There is a guess, by the way, by Kevin. Time's up. We're going to go over to the chat and see who got it right, if anyone, and what the correct answer was. We'll wait for Facebook to catch up, but it looks like the actual answers, mouse, which is Karen had the first answer of that, but Kevin also guessed that. We have catfish. Danny was first with that. Emily says that Danny has whiskers, an odd number of whiskers. It looks like Smile says it's a walrus. Ian says Scooby-Doo. Craig says Mr. Mistopheles, or just, I assume, a cat. Those are all the unique answers. And time's up over on Facebook as well. So let's take a look. Doesn't look like we have any Karens. What is the correct answer?
It's catfish.
Catfish. Trey has a question for you.
Mousefish? No.
If we have catfish, is there also a mousefish? No? So yeah, it looks like catfish first by Danny, and then followed up Melissa, Trey, and Patrick all get points for that. I'm surprised Melissa wasn't first on that one, right? She knows the most about the ocean. So
the ocean.
I guess catfish aren't really ocean going.
No.
Right? They're
just water going.
Yeah, just water going in general. All right, we've got pre-guesses coming back in. Yes, Emily threw a Danny.
Yeah, we get the joke.
Danny gets so Emily gets a point because Danny got it correct. Yes.
They seem to be less thrilled when we make jokes on our comedy podcast recently.
That's all right. I think what they think is they're like, oh, poor Keith. He's very slow. Let me help him. And they're not wrong. If you're going to like guess one way or the other, probably slow. It's the right direction. So I don't fault them at all. Let's go to question number 3.
Question number 3. In what musical is the song Hey Big Spender featured?
All right, so we're looking for the song Hey Big Spender, the musical that song was in. All right, so let's see what we've got. Some answers have already come in. Postern. No, it isn't. It isn't the great musical Postern.
Kevin's happy, but then he did a frowny face, and I'm very confused.
Oh, no. Kevin's happy, but not happy. Is it the great musical China? No. Is it, which I assume is just chess, right? Isn't that the same musical? One Night in Bangkok. Benjamin Franklin.
No.
Was he the musical? No. Was it the mathematical musical 8675309?
Funny you should ask that.
Yeah.
In my perusal of questions for trivia tonight, one of them had to do with providing that particular telephone number.
Is it the musical Monstra Plant?
No.
You can't throw a Danny today? Sure. I guess you can. I don't see why not.
Danny doesn't seem to appreciate it, but keep going.
Danny has not gotten on board with the throwing of Danny's, but we are an unstoppable force at times. So I'll leave that to the community. All right, so let's
more
see.
pre-guesses.
We've got Julius Caesar.
No.
That'd be a good musical. Blue, the musical, I assume.
Nope.
Blue Man Group. Magenta.
No.
Their neighbors. Fluffy Bunny Kisses.
No.
A fantastic musical, though.
Love that as a musical.
Yes.
And
also,
last pre-guess.
Arachnoid Membrane.
No.
Not as. I believe that is a musical based off of the Metamorphosis. I guess he's a cockroach, so I guess it wouldn't be Arachnoid Membrane. Let's see. Danny is the first one in with Sweet Charity. Septic is the first one with Bank Blues of 1962. Craig comes in with Avenue Q. Patrick says Guys and Dolls. And Kevin is not happy because Mouse was not the answer. I think that's what he meant to write. Ian says Rent. And Smiles goes with a Karen. And Danny has decided that it's a lost cause to stop people from throwing Danny's. He thought the mouse was the answer, and it is. It's not. No, it is not, unfortunately. But it was a good guess. That was a very good guess. I think it definitely has whiskers, and I've never counted them. But let's see. We do have a Karen on the board, so the question is, did anyone get it correct?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Let's see. Going up from the Karen, is it Rent?
No.
Is it Guys and Dolls?
Nope.
Avenue Q?
Nope.
Sweet Charity?
Yes.
It is. Danny, the first one with that. Emily, Melissa, Karen, and Trey all also got that correct answer. It's Sunday, so the questions are going to be a little difficult. It's the last day of the week, last day of the season, so it's the hardest. So Mondays being the easiest, Sundays getting to the most difficult. So let's move on. We've got a bunch of pre-guesses already, so I think we can move on to question number 4.
Question number 4. Who was the last king to die on the battlefield?
All right, last king to die on the battlefield. Was it due to dementia?
No.
It wasn't. Oh. Who watches The Watchmen?
Nope.
No, that was a question.
Oh.
Craig has asked.
Craig does.
Yeah, Craig has asked a trivia question, his own, as a pre-guess. Did the king die on the battlefield of Rhubarb?
Nope.
No. Did he die of a semicolon?
No.
Where he lost part of his colon?
I'm going to die of that.
Maybe. Who watches The Watchers? Oh. Not to be confused with who watches the Weight Watchers. 74. Was it 74 Kings?
Nope.
No. China?
Nope.
Hippocampus?
Nope.
Post-apocalyptic?
No.
No. Trey, so like 2020. Myanmar?
No.
No, not Myanmar. Do you know the national anthem of Myanmar?
Oh, Myanmar, we have shiny feet.
Nailed it. Let's see. All right, so I think we've got real answers coming
We
in.
invented that game over a decade ago. We
Really?
invented that song, yeah.
Oh, well, you know.
It was like in our early dating history, we invented that song.
Right. Well, I think you challenged me.
Yeah.
And you were like, "Oh, you know about Myanmar? Okay, what's their national anthem?" And I was like, "Oh, Myanmar."
To the tune of "Oh Canada."
Yeah. Well, you know, as you do.
Just rip off Canada. They don't care.
And then she looked at me and said, "Shiny feet?"
This is one of our many, like, we never went to sleep early in our dating. Now we don't either. But, like, we just stayed up all night with him making me laugh. And going to, like, Denny's.
That's a thing. Could
Yeah.
definitely do that. King Edward, Tutankhamun, Edward the First, King Edward the First, Edward, Richard the Second, Karen, Richard the Third, Richard, King Edward, King of Andals, the Rhoynar, and the First Men. Those are all the answers. We do have a Karen that has been thrown by Danny. So the first question we have to ask is, did anyone get it correct?
Yep.
Oh, all right. Negative point for Danny. It looks like the odds-on favorite is either a Richard or an Edward. Is it one of those two?
Yeah.
Is it the first?
No.
Is it the second?
Nope.
Is it the third?
Yep.
So it looks like we only had one that had the third, which is Richard.
Mm-hmm.
So Kevin got it right.
Yep.
Kevin nails it. 2 points for Kevin. Nobody else got Richard the Third. Trey went with Richard the Second, so he was the closest, but this was not a closest question because it would have been really weird if it was a closest question. So, wow, everybody just got bested by someone who is still in school.
In elementary school.
In elementary school, nonetheless. All right, so we've got some pre-guesses already in. Let's go on to question number 5.
Well, before we do that, I
What?
would just like to remind our viewers that this is not a children's podcast. Okay, go ahead and press the button.
Oh, okay. So not a children's podcast, just something to keep in mind. Question number 5.
Who was the first man to appear on the cover of Playboy?
A lot of people don't know this. Playboy is a magazine where they have toys, right? For mainly boys' toys.
Boys' Toys.
Yes. So like G.I. Joes, things like that. And yeah, so
Three
that's
guesses?
yeah. So was it Blake Bortles?
No.
That could have been it. Was it a poster?
No.
No. Was it the entire country of Australia?
It wasn't.
Was it Gleiber effing Torres?
No.
Was it Ohio?
No.
Was it the number 56 as
Nope.
a person? Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
Apparently not.
But Patrick now doing the trivia questions. The Forbidden City was on the cover.
No.
No. Just instead of just the Forbidden City, all of China.
No.
We're going out in concentric circles. Those were all of the guesses. And I forgot to hit the button. So let's see. First real guess came in at 1922 and we're at 1923. So time is definitely up. Time's up. And I'm going to go over to the chat. I did that in the wrong order, but same idea.
Okay.
All right, so let's go. And so we got a couple other names that came in. Let's count those since on Facebook it didn't actually click over on time. I'll hit the button again when Facebook kicks over because I did it in the wrong order, which I feel bad about. Well, that's good. Remember, we do have somebody here from elementary school right now. They have to learn sometime, but this isn't the time. We have Burt Reynolds, Hugh Hefner, Peter Sellers, John Wayne, Cary Grant, Captain Planet.
I would have liked to see that.
And those are all the unique answers. I don't see any Karens. So let's see. Was it Burt Reynolds?
No.
Oh, that would have been a good one. Hugh Hefner?
Nope.
Good guess though. Peter Sellers.
Yep.
Ah, all right. 2 points to Danny, and it looks like Emily also got that one correct. And then let's see. Knock had Peter Sellers. I think that's a point there. And Melissa came in with Hugh Hefner, but that is not correct. All right, so this is good. We're getting all kinds of points. Kevin has gotten 3 points, I think, so far.
I think that's right.
Yeah, so doing very well for someone a fraction of our age. Let's go on to question number 6.
Question number 6. What mode of transport was invented in 1959 by the Armand Bombardier?
I believe this was bomb riding. Is that correct?
Not going to say.
Not going to say. Oh.
I never say. I don't know why you ask.
Well, I want to be right. That's
so
all.
in the news,
Yes.
there was a report that Justin Verlander is now out for the year, like 2 games into the baseball season.
Oh.
Out for the year with an elbow injury.
Ooh.
And now there's a report that Justin Verlander has produced a report that says, no,
By any chance, did Armand by the Armand Bombardier, did they invent Sweet Caroline?
No.
The crowd pleasing tune as a form of transportation?
Nope.
Plank instances?
Nope.
No. Post hole?
No.
China?
Mm-mm.
Phytoplankton?
Nope.
No. Chrysanthemums?
No.
Green?
No.
All right. All right. Those were all of our pre-guesses. We do have a Karen that has been thrown. At least one Karen has shown up already. Time's up, so we're over on the chat. We're waiting for Facebook to catch up here. So Let's see. We have a few guesses. Roller coaster cars, says Ian. We have snowmobile, says Danny. Bumper cars, says Craig. Monorail, says Patrick. A Karen by Diana. Swimming, says Septic. Septic believes that somebody invented swimming in 1959, and then before that, people just drowned because there was no way in which to get out of the water. All right, so there is a Karen on the board. So did anyone get it correct?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Is it roller coaster cars? No. Is it snowmobiles?
Yep.
Oh, Danny gets 2 points for the correct answer. Trey and Emily and Kevin all get points as well for getting that one correct. So well done. Nicely done on that one. We've got some pre-guesses coming in. This is very good. Let's see. Yeah. Trey says, pretty sure swimming was around long before the 1950s. I feel like it was an Olympic event before the 1950s. I feel like that's the case. I've always wondered, the thing I've always had a problem with swimming as an Olympic event is that freestyle swimming's super boring. Because they all do it the same way. And like in the name, you would expect to see like more ingenious stuff happening. You would hope that like there would be different methods. It's freestyle. You can do it any way you want, right?
Yeah.
It's freestyle. And they all do this one. That's their freestyle all together. Why? That makes no sense to me. I want to see people on their backs. I want to see doing backwards.
I was confused by that as a child as well.
Right? I'm just saying. All right, question number 7.
What is the smallest named time interval? Like a second or a minute is a time interval. What's the smallest named time interval?
I would say it is the time in which I finish talking and I begin regretting. Yeah, that is it. That would be my guess. That's what I'm going with. I think that's either that smallest interval is the time in which you fart and somebody you hope doesn't smell it smells it. That would be my other one. Where you're like, please don't. And they're like, oh God. And you're like, oh God, how did that happen so quickly? All right. Let's see. Time is pretty much up. We're going to go to the chat and go over some of these pre-guesses. All right, pre-guesses. Semolina. Not really a time.
Nope.
Let's see. Posture.
No.
Person, woman, man, camera, TV.
No.
Unicycle.
Nope.
Steve Wozniak.
No.
China.
No.
Lycanthropy.
No.
11 degrees Celsius.
No. That's all the pre-guesses.
Those are all the pre-guesses? Okay. Didn't people just put one foot in front of the other in a rapid fashion from the dawn of time? That's amazing. How could you possibly do that? Says Ian. What is that? What did Ian do? All right. Look up running. When running was invented, you'll be very surprised. I guess that's when we like called it running. Is that? Emily says we have a genius in our midst. We have some answers. Picosecond. No. They have a freestyle bike race. They call it Free Cycle. All right. Nanosecond. Instant regret, says Craig. So, just what I was saying. Shake. Femtoseconds. Danny said plank. Plank. Why did I not wait one more round, says Septic.
I'll show you.
Free Cycle's a place where you can give stuff you no longer need away. All right. Plank, says Emily. Looks like it looks like I'm guessing Kevin's getting some help. because our elementary school student has now said theoretically. A shake is longer than
You're
I
allowed to
remembered.
ask your parents. You're just not allowed to Google, and neither are they.
Right.
No one's allowed to Google, but you can ask your parents.
Yeah, you can't Wikipedia or Google or any of those things. Can't look it up, but you can guess.
Oh no, septic. Okay, babe, you have to scroll up.
All right. So, well, let's find out. We don't have any Karens. So, what is the correct answer?
That's why I want you to scroll up.
Okay.
Keep going.
Yes.
Stop.
Mm. Yeah.
That's the answer.
So the correct answer is what?
Plank time.
Plank time or planked instances.
Instant, yeah.
Which that was Septic's pre-guess for the previous
For the
answer.
previous question.
Yeah, the previous question. Somehow, one question off actually got the pre-guess. That's remarkable. So, will you take plank? Is that
Yeah,
enough?
that's fine.
Okay. So it looks like we did get some people who guessed correctly. Ironically, I think Septic was.
He was still first because he said, "Oh my god, it was plank instances."
Oh, okay. He just said it in the most weird way. That's all. I thought he was so thrown by it he didn't actually answer. All right, 2 points goes to Septic. Danny gets a point and Emily gets a point as well.
Just for anyone who's super curious, the plank time is 5.39 times 10 to the negative 44.
Mm-hmm. People want us just to give it to him.
Yeah.
Give what to him?
Give what?
We're not even sure what to give it. Plus, we have to ship it to the UK.
What? He already has a t-shirt. What would you like us to give him? A second t-shirt that is too large?
A better sized t-shirt
That we don't have?
that we don't have because we gave him a small. I think, right? Did we send
We
him
gave
a
him a
small?
small.
So we gave him an American small, which is the smallest that we have and is too big for him. Bag of crap. All right. Well, you know what? We'll figure out something. We will ship something to Septic
Poor septic.
because he was so close with the pre-guess. We'll figure that out. We can do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
People just don't listen to anything we say, which is they're like, give it to him. Give him what? Give him the thing he already has?
Right. All right. Let's go to question number 8.
Question number 8. How much money does a U.S. Olympic athlete get for winning a gold medal? The most recent time we did this was in 2018, so that's the number we're going by, not by what they theoretically would have gotten in 2020.
Septic is so upset that he stopped eating his sandwich.
Oh.
Oh, we'll send you something. We're going to send you something, Septic, for being a psychic.
I don't know what it's going to be.
No,
it's going to be something weird from the corner of my basement.
We'll figure it out. We're going to get you something, and it'll show up at your doorstep. Pre-guess is posterity.
We'd send him a bunch of alarmingly American crap.
Yeah, maybe so. Just bacon.
Streaky bacon.
Mm-hmm. A new Triumph car.
No.
Posterity.
No.
Post-mortem.
No.
Wheel of Fate. A lot of people are desperately want us to get this. Bonus point to Septic.
He got the 2 points.
Yes. Plus some Craig coins. There you go. Septic deserves a bonus point as the pre-guess.
No.
Fideli?
Felidae.
Felidae? I don't know what that is. Hexagon?
Nope.
No. Belgium?
No.
No. Do you win China?
No.
No, you don't win China. Do you win some noble gas?
I'll show you a noble gas.
Depends what you guess, I suppose, or what you eat, I suppose. Send him a bowl. Why are we
No, we are short on bowls. We're
We-
not sending anyone our bowls.
We don't have enough bowls. We can't send
Need
him
more
bowls.
I'm seriously considering buying an entire new set of dishes just so I can have extra bowls.
Sing the psychic song for him, it says Ian. What's the psychic song?
This is your psychic song. It isn't very long.
Is that the song? I don't even know.
I don't know.
I feel like you should have. A psychic would. All right, so the actual answers we're seeing in here.
Oh, that's true. Septic would have known the answer to this if it was a UK question.
So you have to figure out what the answer. You have to like do the.
Well, so the IOC, the International Olympic Committee, does not give prizes for Olympic medals. It's if the country wants to, that's allowed under the IOC.
Oh, I see.
But it's up to the country what they give. It could be 5 shiny pennies.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay. 0 says Craig. 2,000 says Patrick. And 2,000, 35,000 says Trey. I think Septic should win the whole show. 36,000, 35,000, 37,500. A date with Justin Bieber. 2,000, 250.
I did ask for that measurement in dollars, Ian.
Yeah. 235,000 and 200,000.
Wait, now I have to Google what England gives.
Oh, we have to find out what England gives.
Prize
England may
for
give more or less.
Yeah.
Watching while making chicken, so can't touch the phone. Will not let Hope play. Will not let Hope play this time. Hopefully, I could give the phone to all 3 girls. Of course. I mean, you can definitely. You can. You're welcome to give the phone to whomever you would like, Jennifer. That is up to you. We're doing pre-guesses right now. If you can pre-guess the answer before we ask it, then we deem that you're psychic and we send you a T-shirt. And Septic, for the first time, actually guessed an answer 1 question off.
Oh, Great Britain gives $0.
$0. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very unfortunate. All right. And the amount that Septic has for dollars is not correct for the U.S.
No, it's not.
So, all right. So unfortunately, so let's see. Nobody went with a Karen, so we'll need to know what the correct answer is. I guess we'll go down the list here.
Okay.
$0.
No, that would be the UK.
Oh, $2,000.
Incorrect.
$35,000.
No.
$36,000.
Not correct.
$35,000.
No.
No. We think Septic should win the whole show.
Up for debate.
$37,500.
Correct.
Wow. All right.
Septic in pounds, that's 19,000 pounds.
Mm-hmm. All right, so there it is. It looks like the person who got it right is Knock and or Kevin over there. Got a point. Congratulations. 2 points there. The only person who got that one correct. We've got a couple of questions left. And Smiles is yelling for the Wheel of Fate. What
For what?
That Septic should win the whole show. All right, I guess it's the Wheel of Fate. We don't have any say in this. Wheel of Fate, they want to know if Septic wins the entire show. Does Septic win the entire show? This is good. If he does, we can stop, right?
We can just stop.
Yep, there
Septic
we go.
wins. Goodbye.
Septic won. Show's over. We can skip the next 2 questions, right?
We're done.
Septic's the winner, everybody. So congratulations to Septic. That may have backfired for some people. And so Septic, we need an acceptance speech and the color that that you want the studio to be to start the next season. So ironically, we missed the penultimate question because
We did.
Yeah, we
That
thought
is pretty ironic.
we thought it was this one,
We
and
had
it
some good
wasn't.
questions,
It was
too.
2 ago. Yeah, a couple really good questions coming up. All right.
Ian accepts the outcome. How generous of you, given that it has nothing to do with you.
All right. So, Septic, you get the acceptance speech and the color of the studio tomorrow. While you're doing that, I'm going to go over the business, which is we do this at 7:00 every night, although that may be changing here soon because we are seeing.
We did not have. Well, yeah, technically we
Yeah.
had the penultimate question already. We're just nobody yelled it.
Yeah. So, this was the post-ultimate question.
Post-ultimate question.
Yeah, you all yelled penultimate when it was the post-ultimate. So it was penultimate on the other side. So we're doing this at 7:00 every night, although that may be changing because we are seeing a downturn in our viewership. So we may be switching to perhaps once a week or something like that. So go to our group, Another Wasted group on Facebook, to be a part of the conversation as we decide what the next chapter looks like. We'll probably do one more season, right? I feel like that's fair. So season 18 will start on Monday. We'll at least get through that, and then we'll figure out maybe what it looks like after that, depending on what season 18 looks like. So to do that, here's the thing. Since we don't know what the future might look like, you're going to want to follow and subscribe to this show and turn on notifications, because times could change, days could change, all of these different things could change. So you're going to want to make sure you do that. And we're going to be announcing these things on our social media. So go check us out at A Wasted Hour on Twitter and Another Wasted Hour on Instagram and Facebook, so we can keep in touch with you and let you know what's going on. We also have a podcast called Another Wasted Hour. I would say it's probably not for kids. I would not do that. It does have music from the DC area, some really great musicians to check out. It's got some trivia and comedy, crazy news, things like that. So if you are an adult, please go to anywhere that you can get a podcast, search for Another Wasted Hour, check it out. If you enjoy it, go ahead and subscribe and give us a review if you enjoy it, and some stars if the platform allows it. We would appreciate it. Hopefully we will start up again here in the near future, which is probably one of the reasons we won't be able to do trivia every night, is because one of those nights we'll be doing the podcast. Now, will we also stream the podcast live? That could happen. So there are some interesting things that could happen. But that's about it. And it looks like we do have an acceptance speech. So without further ado, I assume in her best Cockney accent, Caitlin will be reading it.
Absolutely not. Gunter sadly slept since the darkness, as his question was torn out of his wet flipper hands and thrown into the Mary Beth and sailed away by the evil imposter Charles. Many thanks, everyone, and have a great night.
I feel like, can you try it with like an Irish accent at least, or
Probably
something?
Not. I can't do accents on cue.
Just something.
I can only do accents accidentally when I've been speaking to my Irish coworkers for a very long period of
How
time.
about like Australian?
Then I completely forget what the letter H is.
G'day, mate. Come on.
Throw some shrimp on the barbie.
No?
Why are we doing
All
this?
right, we're not going to do it. Oh, that is very unfortunate.
Emily is still crying tears. That's all she's been doing for the last few minutes. A nice sunset orange.
Dance, monkey, dance.
Yes.
That is what we do. All right.
One of us does.
So the color is going to be a nice sunset orange
I could probably
tomorrow.
do a mix of orange and red, in fact.
Yeah, we could probably make that happen. Maybe if it was a little lighter at the bottom and then darker
that's what I
on
was
top.
thinking.
Yeah, this is good. No, we have plans for this
H.
now.
That's true, Trey.
What's H?
When you're from Ireland, you don't say H, you say H.
Oh, all right. Well, there we go. So that is it, everybody. That is the whole show and the entire season. We will join you all tomorrow and announce the winner of this season tomorrow during the halftime of our first show of next season.
I won't be here.
No? Monday?
# sorry.
So come join us for that, or don't. Either way.
I won't.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking.
That's fine. But that is all. That is all we have, everybody. Oh, we didn't do, we forgot to do our shares, because people do get points for shares still, right?
Oh.
Even though,
even if Septic just is the de facto winner.
yeah, he won the show, but he didn't we didn't count all the points. So let's make sure we've got that. It says Keith and one more I have to show as a visitor.
Obviously.
2 shares. Trey got a share, and Emily, Septic, Trey, and Patrick. There we go. All right, yeah, we'll do a matchup Monday where you can get extra points by just answering quicker than the person next to you.
Oh, that'll be fun for you.
It's going to be fantastic. Does this count that I'm sharing with the next generation?
1 point for Jennifer.
1 point. Yes, done. All right, so that is it, everybody. Until 7 o'clock tomorrow. Everybody stay safe, stay healthy. If you go out, make sure you take all the procedures that you need to so that you stay healthy. Don't want anybody getting sick and anything like that. All the people that have been essential workers through all of this, thank you. We really appreciate it. It has been a sacrifice, and we recognize you. So yeah, that is the whole show. What is the last word of the show?
Befuddled. I have no idea what just happened.
Well, it's okay to be befuddled because that's what trivia does to us sometimes. Tomorrow we'll have easier questions. They will be less befuddling. So we will see you then. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.